we have this case, which has been released by some people online just a few hours ago about Porsha's husband or ex-husband. That means is now under the custody of ICE, and he might be going to be deported back to Nigeria. So this is the husband and this lady. So first and foremost, who is this lady? For those who do not know, Porsha Williams is just television personality, is a singer, actress. She is from Atlanta, Georgia, and she has been in The Real Housewife of Atlanta. I've never watched that show, but that's about her. I know some of the clip I've seen in some of the clips, but I haven't watched the show. So in the year, in November 2022, she got married to Simon Guobadia, who is Nigerian. So in February 2024, after 15 months, so people are saying is because of the issue about immigration. That's why they divorced. So if you come here and write who is Porsha Williams, we'll see some of the details which are coming out. And this I'm using Gronk 3, which is Twitter AI. So if we look to find out, that's about her, and this is when she's talking about the marriage. So, and later she got married to Simon in the 2022, it was November, and the divorce after it was in February 2024, around that time. And some of the things people are referring so many factors, but yeah. So that is her. She's TV personality that way. So, but let's go to the ICE thing. So this is the actual information from the USCIS, which is United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, where if you search his name, they say is in detention facility, and this is the detention facility, and the status of this person who is born in Nigeria or Nigerian is in custody, is in the state of Georgia. So how did it go about it? Here is what they give the description or explanation why is in the custody under that one. So Simon Guobadia, who is at the age of 60, came to the United States, came from Nigeria to the United States in the year 1982, and he allegedly overstayed his visa and was declared deportable in 1985. That was the first crime he committed, according to the Atlanta news station, wherever. Guobadia returned to America, so that means he I think he was deported or he went by himself, whatever, I don't know. But he returned to America in 1986 and once again overstayed his work visa. He was arrested in 1987 and he pleaded guilty to bank and credit card fraud. Remember, this is a very serious crime in the United States. Wire fraud, credit card, whatever, those kind of things is a very serious. Guobadia was later arrested 2 more times and deported back to Nigeria in 1992, according to the US Weekly. Then Guobadia was able to return to the United States 1 month later. I don't know this guy how he's getting the visa all the time. According to the news station, which reported on Friday that he applied for naturalization in 2016. However, Guobadia was denied by the US government. So this might be a mistake. I don't think he applied for citizenship. He might apply for green card, not citizenship, because if you apply for citizenship, that means you apply for naturalization. That means you are already a green card holder for over 5 years. So I think he applied for green card. In February 2024, Guobadia made headlines again when Atlanta Black Star reported that he had been repeatedly denied residence in the United States. Remember, in February 2024 is when they got divorced with his wife, Porsha Williams. And the reason is said to be the issue about immigration that has been denied. So probably Porsha applied a couple times, didn't know the background of this person. Guobadia seemed unbothered by his citizenship status, according to the US Weekly. So that is the situation. Then I'll come here to show you the post Porsha Williams posted on her Instagram. I say it is disheartening to see my estranged husband make choices that have led to this outcome. At this moment, my priority is moving forward with my family. And here there are some of the explanation which I said. These are the reasoning kind of that. So why was denied? Let's go with that one. So in order to do that, let's go to the simple, let's start with the simple things to understand about immigration. Someone can be admissible or inadmissible, like you are not being able to be admitted. So let's go to start with this one, and then we'll go further to see why those crimes highlighted here, these type of crimes, overstaying, especially the credit card and the bank fraud, how are these affecting the decision when it comes to getting the immigration status? If you commit certain actions that violate Immigration and Nationality Act (INA), you may not be able to enter or stay in the United States. Formally, this is called inadmissibility. You may also be found inadmissible if the US government finds that you pose a threat to the national security, public health, or public safety. Section 212 of the National Immigration and Nationality Act outlines that the complete list of reasons for disability, whatever that is posted there. So some of those crimes which are highlighted, preventing harmful immigration, applicants with histories of crime, previous immigration violations, drug abuse, terrorism, and the contingents of medical diseases, like whatever they put in those one, are not allowed. So what happens when someone deemed inadmissible? Meaning you are not allowed to be coming to America. That's what I say. How did this guy was able to come? When you cross a port of entry or apply for a new status, if you're already here, you apply for immigrant visa or non-immigrant visa. Non-immigrant visa is when you apply at the US Embassy to come here for visit, work, all of these kind of things. Immigrant visa, you apply for permanent residence. So if you're outside, if you are here, you're already doing the adjustment of status. So either when you apply over there, whether you have it, but at the port of entry, they can deny you. So the US government will review your eligibility. During this review, the agents deciding your case can flag you as inadmissible. That means you are not supposed to enter. If you are inadmissible and trying to cross the border, Customs and Border Protection, CBP, will deny you the entry to the United States. They might send you back home or at the put you at the removal proceedings at the immigration court. If you are applying for a new status, like the guy was someone has been doing, or you are applying for a visa, USCIS or the State Department, they are going to block your application. If you are illegally present in the United States, you may face deportation. Even if you are lawful present in the United States, you will face some consequences for your grounds for inadmissibility and face the removal proceeding in that particular way. And if you have your green card, will be denied or in that particular way. So, what are the reasons for those kind of things? One of the things, obviously, apart from the diseases, is certain type of crime. So criminal history and the concerns are part of the reasons as to why. So there is some crimes, they say the crimes are involving the moral turpitude. So those type of crimes, murder, rape, robbery, kidnapping, voluntary manslaughter, assault. This one not only just they do that. Even if you have green card, they can take the green card away because of this type of crime. Then there are some of other crimes. There are so many crimes which are put there. National security, blah, blah, blah. So the person has already certain number of crimes and has been deported before. So those are the things which are causing problem. So if you go, let's say you go to other pages here, they are talking about all these from the USCIS government, which is the website. They talk about all these crime, all these kind of things, which are causing the problem. For instance, number one is money laundering here. Any person who is engaged or engaging seeks to enter, to engage in offense related to laundering the financial institution, or just like the bank fraud, the credit card, those are falling, I believe they fall under that particular area, which they cause all that type of problem. So this is again, just like the summary, certain type of crimes, all those kind of things, they are talking about what are causing someone to be inadmissible to the United States. Yeah. So it's a very serious issue to be determined that you are not admissible in the United States because of, unless otherwise you apply for the waiver and you get it. But otherwise, there are so many things which are causing those kind of things, making sure that you are here. So before people you start, oh, Trump, let's go. You have to look like, that's what I usually say, the reasoning when they are going to do the deportation. Yes, we know it is a serious issue, but again, there are priorities of people who have committed a crime. If you are here, you are out of status, and even if you entered illegally, which is the first crime, by the way, but let's say you apply for asylum, again, if you apply for asylum, while you are waiting, you cannot be deported unless others you commit another crime. You have to wait for the immigration judge to make the decision to be given the order of removal or just deportation orders in that particular way. So this guy has been in the US in and out technically since 1992. So we are talking about over 40 whatever, how many years now? Almost like 43 years. And he didn't get a green card. He didn't become a citizen. And then you're coming to blame Trump at the moment. So here's, if you read the comments, there is this one say, he will be back. Man, yeah, the guy has been deported. How many times is he leaving, is coming back? They give him visa. This is the luckiest person on the planet Earth. You see, he will be back. So how he was being allowed to enter back into the US after his wedding in Nigeria, because he went to Nigeria to do a wedding, because they did two weddings, one in Nigeria, one in the US. Yeah. So someone is asking, so none of his marriages gave him citizenship. Yeah. So someone made a comment that yeah. So that's the yeah. So these are the things, like typically being detained by ICE does not mean that you'll be getting deported immediately. You can bond out, file whatever. Yes, it's a process. It's a very long process. But if you committed a crime, like these are different situations, because it's not into like applying for asylum or something like that in that particular way. Yeah. Yeah. So those are the things. No, this is just a joke, I believe. Porter called immigration on that man. I don't think so. Because I think they have, I don't know. Porsha didn't call, I believe. So it's just like some people made those type of comments. But remember, when you were in the country, before you started blaming, blah, 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 please take care of your legal status. Legal situation when you move to another country should be also one among the priorities, because that will give you the freedom. Like this person already has a company in America, has doing a lot of business, has investment here. But if he's going to be deported and not come back, and you have kids here, assume how it's going to affect you. So that's why when you are here, don't wait until 40 years. the first 2 to 5 years, you must like be in one immigration status, change legally to another immigration status without it causing a big problem like what this is going to happen. Like after 40 years, you get caught now. So that is the case or the situation of Simon, the ex-husband of Porsha Williams, and the deportation situation.